going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. The New World Order book is going to show you how the world works. It is definitely time to wake up out of your sleep in the times that we're in right now. Plus, guys, we know we're waiting on that next main event towards the end of the year. We had the first quarter event. Like I told you, that would happen. Don't forget, this is Shemitah year. And then also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's definitely time to re-educate. And also, those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love, keep it coming. Do not forget I have the New World Order cryptos in my Patreon. Do your own research, but going inside of a bear market, you definitely want the cryptos that have real use cases. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores, keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. And Bitcoin and Ethereum took a good dip this morning and then trying to make its way back up. We see yield rates are still down. As we can see, the stock market is getting a relief. So we know cryptos are going to get a relief. So guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, we have volume, we have Tether. Now we have Tether launches a stablecoin pegged to the peso on Ethereum, Tron, and Polygon. And we know this is Shemitah year. This is all about building. And we're starting to see real use cases, not only in stable coins, but the legacy market being tokenized. And then also we have USDC. Now, Circle asked the US Fed not to step in on this launch of a digital dollar. And guys, why would they ask the Fed about that? They're supposed to ask Congress and Treasury. But that lets us know that the central banks control the globe. And then, guys, we have the Fed, almost $2 trillion in the repo. And we know they're going to raise rates in June and July, and then plus start running off this balance sheet. And then plus in July, guys, we have the ECB going to be running off that balance sheet and also eventually raising rates. That's the reason why we see stable coins being embedded in the system. We know stable coins are nothing but dollars. It's going to be the savior for the economy, this new digital economy. CBDCs are nothing but stable coins. They're going to help the Fed land us in the 4th Industrial Revolution. If you have my book, you understand. And then also, guys, we have Grayscale. And Grayscale has been quiet. They only moved up 100 million. This is all manipulation. Everybody knows what the Fed has to do. But make sure you're paying attention to the actual allocations. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have Jack Dorsey exits Twitter board. And guys, we know they allow these CEOs to run off in the sunset. Go ahead and cash in and see you later. And you know I've done several videos on it. These CEOs run into the sunset with all that money while the NWO sinks the ship. We know a lot of these legacy companies are not coming back once this ship is sinking. This is the final consolidation over the next 2.5 years. If the sheep do not wake up and stop supporting these big corporations and start supporting the moms and pops, you're going in the metaverse and you're not coming out. And speaking of the metaverse, the VP of Lego says that the metaverse should be developed from a child's perspective. And we know who's on the internet all day, who's on the games all day. That's right, kids. This whole agenda is directed to the millennials and Generation Z. If you're older, even if you're not conscious, is there certain things you're not going to do because you're not used to it? Remember, the NWO is looking at the next generation. They're not worried about the baby boomers. We see the programming on television and in the movies on cryptocurrency, the digital economy, and the metaverse. If you're an elder, educate the younger people. Get them from being distracted. It is so important. They need to be educated by us. That is your job. That's the whole point of an elder, so then therefore they don't fall for the devil's tricks. Remember, technology is used for good or evil. It's all about the energy that you put behind it. Now we have MEXC, Global Exchange, said it will buy and burn the old Luna. And we see the forked Luna is going to be airdropped tomorrow, and they're calling the old Luna Luna Classic. Guys, this is all part of a movie. We can clearly see this is planned out because all of a sudden everybody's behind this project. Normally, once a project is over, it's gone, it's out the way. But we have the biggest names supporting it, right behind it. Now we have Kathy Woods, 21 shares, refile for spot Bitcoin ETF. And guys, we know a spot Bitcoin ETF will most likely happen by the end of the year because we know we're going to have regulation. And over the next 2 years, we're going to see cryptocurrencies being embedded in the global economy. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now we have CryptoSat, first nano satellite, blast off Wednesday on SpaceX rocket. Also, we have Singapore venture firm launch 100 million Web3 and Metaverse fund. And lastly, we have Swift probably won't exist in 5 years, MasterCard CEO. Is this correct? We know for a fact this is wrong. We know the central banks have been updating Swift the whole time. We know it's Swift 2.0 on blockchain. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you because he knows. When it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, Mutual Cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, and not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The Cryptoteacher Stock Channel, Cryptoteacher Stocks. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming, while everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the C-word, the biotech stocks, and while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends. So therefore, we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the fourth industrial revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.